Now, the big tabloid sensation of the week has, of course, been the catfighting between TV3's Dublin Housewives, with allegations of bullying, bitching and even brawling between the stars of the reality show. So my next guest is at the centre of it all. Tonight, she's breaking ranks to come out and tell her side of the story. Please welcome Dr. Botox, Danielle Marr. Hi, Dr. Danielle.
Hi there, how are you?
Good. So you're the big breakout star from Dublin Housewives.
Breaking out tonight anyway to be here, yeah.
But before we talk about all that, I suppose a lot of people mightn't know a little bit about you. I remember the first time I came across you were a celebrity dentist at one point, weren't you?
Apparently
you used to be referred
so,
to as, yeah. So you were a dentist, yeah?
Yep, I qualified in 2007 from Trinity, and I'm on the dental register here and in the UK because I like to work in London as well. And then I went on and did a lot of additional training in Botox and fillers and facial aesthetics, and then I completed a 2-year GDIP in aesthetic medicine as well. So, bit of a nerd, but you know.
Do you also have a degree in aeronautical engineering? Is that right?
I have a degree. Listen, I look like a real nerd now. Yeah, I have a degree in aeronautical engineering.
You don't look like a nerd. No,
Thank you. Yeah, and you know, I really did that because I love boats and I've sailed across the Atlantic and done sailing and all that sort of stuff. So that was my motivation for that.
And you were also nearly the presenter of Tomorrow's World. Is that right?
Well, down to the last 3. Yeah.
Really? Who beat you?
I don't know, some guy. He was a school teacher. I can't remember his name.
No one ever heard of him again, but you're Dr. Danielle Marr. So you're in the Botox business now, mainly, yeah. And you take a little bit yourself, yes?
I do. I'm not averse to a bit of Botox.
Okay,
no, yeah.
So tell me now, where, like, you look gorgeous to me. Where am I seeing the Botox here?
The Botox will be just here in my lower forehead, upper forehead.
Okay.
Crow's feet, and then I have some filler here in my nasal labial.
So are you frozen around there, essentially?
No, I can still smile.
You do have facial expression, although up as far as about there, maybe, yeah? No, I mean, yeah. Are you not too young and beautiful to be getting Botox? I thought it was for the women with the wrinkles and that.
No, you know, I always say to people, basically, if you look in the mirror and you do a big frown and you have the frown lines here or the crow's feet. I
don't have any, no.
Of course you don't. You couldn't improve on perfection with you. But if you do have frown lines when you frown and when you relax and they're still there and they bother you, then come to me is what I say. But if they don't bother you, that's fine.
So are you getting young women into you doing this now?
Not really, because we have a kind of a reputation of kind of anything, you know, anybody under the age of 30, basically, I would sort of say, look, you know, you're fabulous, you're gorgeous, you know, off you go.
You would actually turn down money and send them home?
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. So I'd say probably most of my patients are 31, 32 upwards. They tend to say that
31, 32?
Yeah.
They don't need Botox, do they?
But sometimes people have a little bit of light Botox prevention. Some people could be 35, 36, you know, it just varies.
Okay, old ones, so, anyway, Dublin Housewives, you caused quite the splash. Just in case people haven't seen it, will we take a little clip just to get a flavour of it?
I'm not messing. I cried and I got really upset.
Well, Virginia, you
I
should
just
ask
had
me what
a baby.
I said, so Virginia...
Do you know what? I was actually terrified to call you because I thought, what kind of woman speaks about another girl?
Virginia, shut up.
Do you know what? Don't tell me to shut up, Danielle, alright? Actually, you should fucking shut up. Just leave me alone, alright?
Virginia, you should just relax. Honestly, I would never say a bad thing about you, and if I had anything to say, I'd say it to your face.
Actually,
fine.
Shut up. I swear to fuck. Virginia.
Whoa! Less wine, more Botox, maybe.
Thank you.
Yeah. But in fact, this was one of the issues actually between you and the other women.
Yeah.
They all kind of take a glass of wine a little bit more than you do. In a sense, you have said this. You felt you were a bit different from them, maybe a cut above.
Yeah. No, not a cut above. Just different insofar as. You know, I suppose there was comments made along the lines of, you know, what do you do to relax? And I don't have a huge amount of time to relax because I have clinic most days. And if you're doing clinic, you can't go have a drink of wine. So you kind of get out of the swing of things years ago, really, to be honest. And then there was comments about, you know, you're always working. But, you know, I have to work. I have a little boy. I'm a single mom. You know, I don't have much choice. And to be honest, I'm quite happy being independent. And I think, you know, it's fine. You know, I'm happy.
So like they I suppose are the kind of women we see more in the glossy magazines and whatever.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be in VIP much or hanging out with Michael
Well, I won't be in
O'Doherty
VIP for a long while anyway now after some of the comments anyway of the show.
Why? What did you say?
I think I made a reference to the Style Awards, you know. So
the VIP Style Awards. What did you say?
Well, I probably won't say if my granny Dolores is watching, but I did. I was asked. They were all getting ready to go, and they were all very excited to go to the VIP Style Awards.
Yeah.
And you're hammering me here now. Granny Dolores, I'm sorry anyway in advance.
Block your ears, Granny Dolores.
Granny.
Is she hard of hearing?
No, she's quick on her feet like me. Actually, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She basically will be at home giggling, but basically they were all getting excited and they were like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And then it cuts to me and I'm basically going, I wouldn't attend that sunburnt beep beeps cabaret in the Shelburne if you paid me.
Sunburned F-wit was what you're going,
yes,
which is quite good, yeah. So in a way, like, it's as if you got singled out by the others for being maybe a bit too kind of
independent or
a bit too honest and stuff like that.
And I'm quite driven and ambitious and independent. And
are they not? No.
I don't know. I think we probably have different things in life that we're into, which is fine. Different is good.
Yeah.
But I felt I was being kind of criticised for working, and I just felt
you felt a bit bullied, didn't you? You felt as if they ganged up on you a little bit.
Yeah, and it's kind of embarrassing to say at my age. I'm not going to lie to you, and I. Look, it is what it is, and people have been through far worse. It's.
But was it? It was quite bruising, was it?
Do you know what was actually the most hurtful, really? And I don't mind saying this, was we had our wrap party on Thursday in residence, and they were showing episode 4, and there's a bit in it where I'm crying, and they were all.
You can cry with the You
Yeah,
squeeze out a little tear there, yeah.
And they weren't crockers either. They were genuinely,
Okay,
I was quite moved by what we were talking about. And, I was there with my PA, Katrina, who's just gorgeous, fantastic. And we were sitting there and we felt very isolated even there. But look, we're well used to it. I've had 6 or 7 weeks of this. But they were showing a scene where I was crying and there was people making comments going B-I-T-C-H, B-I-T-C-H. And
they were saying this in front of you, like
at the residence the other night. Right. Yeah, so that was tricky. That was probably just, So in the end, we just left. When the screening was over, we just left. So we didn't even stay for the wrap party. I know one of the journalists in the Star, unbeknownst to the cast, was actually sitting there, and she picked up on it and wrote about it today. I didn't make a huge amount of comment, but that was tricky. It's just hard.
So,
yeah,
and they did this to you before last Thursday. You felt isolated
it's been like this
for
since
ages.
Kinsale.
They kind of ganged up on you and.
Yeah, they just are in their little clique and I'm separate. So, look, I don't know what the definition of bullying is these days, but I definitely feel very separated. And I do feel like, when you're back at school, the gang of cool girls are, I don't really think they're that cool, though. You know what I mean? But it's just different. Yeah. Look, I wish them all well and...
Of course you do. There were various kind of incidents, like what happened on the night of the launch?
Oh, stop the shame of it. I'm in my jeans. And we were filming the intros, where we were doing I'm the Only Girl in the World and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And we were filming the intros out in, where was it? It was in Harold's Cross. And we were kind of tight on time, so it was till about 5:20 and we had to be in with Maureen Patterson. And I'm a stickler for time,
Okay.
So basically, anyway, I was tight.
So am I.
Tight getting ready, yeah. So I had to race back to my clinic. Actually, the other 4 got dressed in Virginia's apartment. And I had said, look, are we wearing jeans or are we wearing dresses? What are we wearing? And one of the girls said, look, we're wearing jeans and we'll text you if it's otherwise. So I said, grand, because I had jeans in the clinic. A patient had given me a T-shirt. I said, look, I'll throw that on. Turn it, in I go. So I was the first one when we met in Peter's pub, and then the other 4 came in and they were all in their dresses. I nearly died. But look, it's grand.
And
it's
that
fine.
is possibly the worst thing that one Dublin housewife could do to another, isn't it? Tell her the dress code wrong.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
that is
total.
And then they all went off to New York without you and stuff as well.
Yeah, and they reported that I was invited. But listen, I mean, I had enough from Kinsale, And to be honest as well, being invited a day beforehand doesn't facilitate you getting work permits and things like that. You know the way. So. But to be honest, it wouldn't have been my cup of tea to go with them anyway, that way, so...
No, I'm getting that maybe you were best off out of the New York.
Self-preservation at that stage,
But listen, is this all for the cameras? I bet you're all great pals in
real
life,
No, genuinely, I wish them well. I think...
I know you do. You've said that a few times.
I think I held... I think it's a message to girls as well, because this is really kind of a bit crazy, but I think giving a message out to young girls, but I think we've all been in a position where there is girls can be bitchy, and if you just kind of hold your own, and I think... At the end of it, I've come out of it okay because I've just stayed true to myself.
And look, you might have provoked a little bit of it. You would
look,
agree,
I'm a bit
you
naughty.
There
was a scene where they were talking about the Miss Ireland, and I was kind of disinterested. And I had to do something to amuse myself as well because there's no talk of world politics, world peace. There's, it's just
your favourite subjects of conversation.
But it's always the same stuff.
Yeah.
So I did say, the lovely girl competition, and they went bananas, and I just kept... See, the thing is with me, I'm a bit of tongue-in-cheek, I'm a bit of crack, and I just keep a really straight face, So, I think people who know me get me,
Good. Listen, it's been fantastic talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Danielle Marr.
Thank you.